I'm a little sick, but we're still gonna bang out this video, baby. Alright, so Twitch got to a point where everybody and their mama wanted to start streaming, okay? But, you know, at the same time, just as much as people wanted to start streaming, they also streamed for a bit and then ended up quitting. But I want to help you avoid quitting because I know you truly want to do this. So I'm RichieRong, and in today's video, we'll be discussing what you should consider before you start streaming. Alright, so the first thing we're going to discuss is, can you make time for it? And notice how I ask, can you make time for it, as opposed to, do you have time for it? And the reason why I ask it like that is because, you know, not to get on some philosophical term or anything like that, or philosophical level, time is a construct in our minds in which we prioritize different things, if that makes any sense. You know, you get invited to a function the same weekend you have something else going on, and you're not too keen on the function. It's not so much that you disregard either or value one another more than the other. It's more so that you're naturally just going to pick the event that you think is going to be much more better time spent. And you know where this ties into streaming is that, well, you know, you kind of have to be active, you know what I mean? You're going to have to put time into a committed streaming and upload schedule for maintaining any viewership that you might have. You're going to have to put time into editing those videos and cutting them and all that la-di-da-di-da stuff. But also marketing yourself, making sure your brand looks good, going out of your way to make sure all your Twitch panels look good, your YouTube graphics look good, your YouTube page looks good. So all in all, time is a very important thing to consider because, you know, this is going to take a lot of time and it's going to take a lot of work. Because here's the thing, I feel like a lot of new streamers quit simply because they don't know how to manage their time well. And, you know, I get it. A lot of us have full-time jobs and we're trying to do this on the side. But there's things that we can incorporate that are going to make streaming a lot less stressful for us. Simply like having a schedule that doesn't conflict with the rest of the things we're doing during the week. A thing I do that I find helps a lot is that I try not to go from thing to thing way too quick. So as soon as I get home from work, I don't go and stream right away. I try to give myself some time to, you know, gather myself from the daily tasks that I have going on. That way I find that I'm not overwhelming myself from continuously going boom, 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 boom to the next thing. So just make sure you're not overwhelming yourself. That way you can think clearly and make sure you're better prepared for the next things you're doing. Been working on this for a while. How to get some food. You know, time management. Make sure you're fed. Alright, that was really good, but let's get back on topic here. So the next thing we're going to discuss is, what are you going to bring to the table? Because at the end of the day, streaming and content creating does fall into the entertainment business. So you need to product yourself in a way that will bring in viewers. You know, this could entail being very highly skilled at playing video games. This could entail, you know, being super funny, having a great personality, or it can even entail, you know, being thick. No, but on a serious note, people online need to feel like they can connect and relate to you. And they can't do that if you're that person that only says one-word answers or doesn't even look like they're completely in it, you know what I mean? So for example, someone who does this, hey, how's it going? Thanks for the sub, is very unlikely to attract many people to their stream because we already have a lot of people that do this. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for the sub. And although those are the very talented video game players, and are by very talented I mean amazing at video games, and their skill is unmatched, they often usually don't do anything but sit there and just play the game, and they don't interact with their viewership too much. They don't have an effect or anything that carries on to people, you know, having them say slogans or, you know, reiterating what they got out of the stream that they were providing. The Twitch algorithm doesn't let guys like that blow up, mainly because of the fact that there's so many, you know, very talented game players. The rare occasions that include players who have blown up tremendously from that are usually players that are at the peak of the game. Like, I'm talking the face of the game, in essence, Ninja. So it's on you. Decide which product you're going to offer and make sure you're super interactive. Make sure you're the best at doing it and make sure that you enjoy doing it. Alright, so now we have the most important part, or aspect I should say, to consider. And this is being, do you have the passion for it? I mean, do you truly have the passion to be doing this? because there are going to be days where you don't have too many viewers, and it is going to disencourage you from continuing to do what you do. You honestly need to be able to be okay with streaming for 0 viewers before you stream for 1,000. You know, I find the number one reason why people quit, and it's very common in other aspects of, you know, grinding for something, even outside of streaming, is that they don't see overnight results. And that's the most discouraging thing that you can literally come across. And the big factor for that is honestly lack of passion. And, you know, I think we should get the big elephant out of the way, because when Fortnite started blowing up and all these new streamers started blowing up and people were making money and all of that and gaining success, you know, that's where everybody really started trying to become a streamer. And I'm not even gonna lie to you, I'm a little guilty of that myself. I started streaming when I started playing Fortnite a lot. But here's the thing, people are quitting now that, you know, viewership of Fortnite's going down a little bit. It's becoming way harder to become a Fortnite streamer because the game is at its peak now, or not too many new things going on. But the thing that keeps me still streaming is that I have the passion for video games. Sure, Fortnite got me into the streaming part of it, but I definitely, I play more games than Fortnite, you know what I mean? So I think I'm going to be okay in terms of always wanting to play video games, always looking for new releases and all that. So I think I'll be okay, and the gamers that truly do love playing video games will be just fine. And since I love playing video games, I can literally just sit there and play a game without anybody being in my stream, simply because even before I was streaming, that's already what I was doing. So basically what I'm saying to these new gamers is, where were you when we were trying to beat the water temple in Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time? Where were you when we were trying to press down, right, forward, square, trying to do a Hadouken in Street Fighter? Where were you when we were trying to unlock Ultimate Weapon in Final Fantasy? Where were you when we were having 1v1s on shipment on the old Call of Duty Modern Warfare, not the new one? So just make sure you're truly passionate about what you want to do, because you are most likely going to give up if you're not willing to do it for yourself before you even do it for others. Alright, well that's all I got for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed it, please don't forget to subscribe, as well as like the video, as well as follow my other socials down below in the description box. Peace.